Dorothy Bakewell, the new police community support officer.
Stay awake! Stay awake! Dorothy, call the ambulance again.
Grey-eyed morn smiles on a frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. And flecked darkness like a drunkard reels from fourth day's path and Titan's fiery wheels. Now ere the sun advance his burning eye, the day to cheer and night's dank dew to dry.
Ronan.
A teenager was killed yesterday on the junction estate in Leatherbury. The police have yet to release any details, but early indications point towards this being another gang-related murder. And in the city, there are some early
Daniel! Wasn't expecting you in today.
I'm fine.
Sure.
I heard about last night. Must have been awful.
Didn't even make it to the hospital. He died in the ambulance. If we got there sooner, maybe we could have done something, but...
Poor boy. Can't imagine what his family must be going through.
Oh, it's dreadful. It's such a waste of a life.
Police are being cagey, as usual.
Well, there's no point in making assumptions until they know all the facts.
Ah, dreadful hoodies. All those drugs.
Dr. Carter, can you add Junction Primary to your list of calls? The teacher in charge of first aid is off sick.
That's useful.
Be careful.
I will do no such thing. I refuse to be intimidated in my own backyard.
Oh, hiya. I thought you'd be Lenny. He usually cleans up here. Is he somewhere else?
He's not in today.
Hello?
Dr. Carter, I saw you yesterday at the mill.
Oh, yes, the broken bicycle.
Fell off again, the chain, after you fixed it.
Ah, right, that's probably why I stuck with medicine.
You trying to get in too?
Yeah, I've got to diagnose a case of probable schoolitis.
I'm doing a talk. Sarge thought it'd be a good idea, after the knife attack, to reassure the children.
Sorry.
Oh, at last!
We had to lock the gates because of all the press.
Yes, I'm Dr. Carter.
Hi.
Right, it's a paperless system, so everything you need on the computer.
Okay.
But I'll just be in Julia's office if you get stuck.
Fine.
All right, just one thing I need to do, then I'll be out your way.
Doctor. Thank you, Sammy.
Heston Carter.
Ros Gilbert, head teacher. Sorry to drag you out.
Well, sorry I'm late. I mean, one of your colleagues seemed to think I was a paparazzo.
Yes, it's mayhem this morning. The victim went to school here before my time, but the press have been pestering me for sound bites.
Ah, 24-hour news, the modern scourge.
Indeed.
So, who do we have here?
This is Pearl. I tried to contact the mother, but her details are out of date. She has tummy ache, and she's been sick twice.
Any diarrhea?
No, just vomiting so far. I'd say it's probably something she ate, but I'm not the expert.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Pearl. I'm Dr. Carter. I understand you're a bit poorly. Rightio, let's just check your temperature, shall we? That's fine. Just going to feel your tummy and yell if it hurts. Now, do you know where pearls come from? Come from oysters at the bottom of the sea, yes. It starts with a tiny grain of sand getting into the shell. It annoys the oyster so much that it covers it in pearly stuff. No, that's fine. Nothing's going to explode.
So, what's the verdict?
Well, if I was your mum, I'd say you had to go straight to bed. Now, what can we do? I haven't got a telly here, but we've got a blanket and a pillow. And no, she hasn't got a temperature. It's probably just a tummy bug or reaction to stress or anxiety. Just keep her well hydrated and rested.
I'll fetch you a glass of water.
OK, now try to have a little sleep. And if your mum's still worried later, she can always phone the surgery. What lessons did you miss this morning?
Maths.
See? It's not all bad. Hello, young fella. You here for the sick room? Jolly good.
They don't care about me.
Sorry?
They think I'm faking.
Why is that? Well, if you think you're ill, I'm your man. Your arm, can I see it? What is that?
From Miss.
Miss?
She dug her nails in. It really hurt.
Well, there are no broken bones, but I bet it does.
I used to help out at my son's school, actually. Arts and crafts was my thing. Children can produce such imaginative work, can't they? I suppose the class sizes here are much bigger, are they?
Only 30.
30? Goodness. How on earth do you manage?
I'm just the teaching assistant.
Max was in a class of 12. Still, children are children. As long as one's honest with them, that's what I've always found. Assuming we know all the answers, of course. This murder, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, where to pitch it.
Well, the kids all know what happened.
Right. Did they know the victim?
He was from Broxby.
Sorry?
The Broxby Road estate. He wasn't from the Junction estate, that's why he was jumped.
I see. Who told you all this?
No one. It's just obvious.
Oh.
It's all right, Mrs. Bakewell. We're not ready for you yet. Sammy, can I have a word? Ronan said you grabbed his wrist.
I was trying to talk to him.
Dr. Carter saw nail indentations.
Getting a child's attention like that is very rarely the right way.
We don't restrain a child by force unless we absolutely have to.
I'm sorry.
What were you trying to get him to do?
Turn out his bag.
You were trying to search him.
Yeah.
It's not enough that there are police officers all over the estate, that every youth is being stopped and questioned, but you see fit to impose your own security measures in this school.
But
I've warned you before, Sammy. Everything we do here is to create an atmosphere of mutual respect and trust. I will not have you undermine all that by treating the children as the enemy.
Ronan's not like other children. He's very aggressive.
I realise you think you're justified, but you can't have that sort of contact with a child. The marks on his arm may be superficial, but it's the thought behind it that's more worrying.
I wasn't trying to hurt him.
But you did. And more than that, you've broken Ronan's trust in us and made his class teacher's job 100 times harder. Go to the staff room while I decide what action I'm going to take.
What do we do now?
I need you to write a report on Ronan's injury, if you could.
Of course.
Hiya. I'm looking for Lenny Scott. Is this the right house?
Who are you?
Ruth. I'm a friend from work. I just wondered if he was all right.
Come in. Go on through. Lenny, young lady to see you.
It's the testosterone to blame. Young men are biologically impelled to prove themselves. At my son's school, there were regular incidents. Parents summoned, meetings with the housemaster. At worst, a boy would be expelled. Not Max, mind you. He was more interested in his drama. Would you like a biscuit?
No. You can come back in, Sammy.
He's just coming down. Would you like some tea?
Yeah, thank you.
Ruth,
Hiya.
what are you doing?
You weren't at work. I tried to ring, but...
I phoned in sick.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I was concerned.
I'm fine.
Do you mind me coming round?
No.
Good. Good. It's just that I've been thinking a lot, all night, in fact, about the stuff that you told me yesterday, and I know how hard it must be for you.
Not here.
You haven't told your nan about the blackouts, have you? Lenny, she's got to know. What if something happens? Suppose she comes and finds you unconscious one day.
I can't tell her.
If this is because you can't box anymore...
I'm not giving up.
Lenny, listen. Being someone is all about the dedication, yeah? You've got the mindset, you've got the ambition. I just think maybe you ought to aim it at something else.
It's that easy, is it?
No. Of course not.
The bulk of the class are doing their literacy hour, so you'll start with our supported learning group.
Wish me luck.
Biscuit?
Ruth's got to go now.
She hasn't finished her tea.
I'm all right for a bit.
So, you work with my grandson?
Sort of, yeah. We both work at the uni.
We had students living next door to us at one time. They made such a racket, all through the night.
Yeah, they can be a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah? No, not yet. I don't know, I don't think so. Yeah, go on.
So, has Lenny always lived here?
Yeah. His parents were no good. I took him in myself and raised him.
He seems to have done really well.
Oh, he hasn't picked up his gloves for over a year. All they're doing is gathering dust.
Jesus told a story about a traveller who was attacked by robbers and left by the roadside to die. First, a holy man came along and saw him, but he didn't want to get involved, so he passed by quickly on the other side. Then along came a Samaritan.
A what?
A Samaritan. It's like a really good man. And he saw that the injured chap wasn't one of his crew, but he didn't mind about that.
But then he would have got beats from his own brothers.
Well, yes, but he didn't care about that.
He didn't mind getting beats?
No, because he was thinking about the poor man lying there in pain.
He's well foolish.
Yeah, dumbass.
Well, the Good Samaritan was teaching us a lesson.
The Good Samaritan's a muppet, man.
Doc.
Sammy?
Here. This is why I was searching Ronan, but Mrs. Gilbert wouldn't let me explain.
So, how was your quickie this morning?
Fine. Is that it?
No holding hands, lingering looks?
There's no one. All right? Barely know him at all.
All right. Pardon me for being starved of romance.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, thanks. I'm a doctor.
Well, there you go.
Sammy! Wait!
I'll see you later.
I assume these are weapons.
There's a few of the boys that bring stuff in. Ronan's the worst by miles. It's like he's testing me. None of the proper teachers have got a clue.
An 11-year-old boy coming to school armed?
They're just copying the other boys round here. Now, since the stabbing, they're all tooling up to fight.
You mean the gangs?
Yeah. Our lot's the Junction crew. The next door estate's the Broxby boys.
Well, surely it's just a minority.
All the boys I know are in it. The gang's their family. Ronan's a teenie now, but he could stay with them for the next 10 years.
He's a what?
Teenie's what they call the youngest members. They're useful for errands and stuff. So when Ronan's on a school, he's hanging out with them.
Ruth. I'll deal with this.
Okay.
Can we talk? Outside, yeah.
We must show this to Mrs. Gilbert and the police.
Yeah, take it. She's got to know what to look out for, and I'm not going to be there.
But if she sees the reason you were searching the boy...
I'm going to give a job up, to be honest. It hardly pays for the childminder anyway. I just thought it would help me be a teacher one day.
You mustn't give it up. I mean, you understand how these people live, the pressure they're under.
I can't change it, though, can I? I took this job thinking I could help kids like Ronan.
Yes, but you can. This whole disciplinary thing is blown out of all proportion. I mean, it's my fault you're accused of assault. Oh, I wish I'd known all this.
Thanks, but it's not just that. Ronan doesn't listen to me either. He used to. That look he gave me this morning. I'm just a woman, a mom. Not like the men, the fighters, the leaders. Those are the people he respects.
I'm sorry. All that about the black house, it wasn't a lie.
Lenny, I spoke to you now.
It happened last year. I was all set up to get my boxing licence and the club doctor found out. Wouldn't say I was fit. I never set foot in the club again. Couldn't face it. It's like this big black cloud came down.
What did you say?
I don't know. I just wanted to impress you. I could have been a contender, you know?
What?
It's from a film with Marlon Brando.
Was he a boxer?
Well, yeah, but it's more about mob violence and corruption.
Right.
Or actually, it's a kind of allegory of how America was in the 50s. People grassed up for being communist. What? I'm not thick, you know.
I never said you were. You don't have to impress me.
I want to.
Really?
I like you, don't I? What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I like you too.
Even though I'm not what I said I was.
I don't care about that. You're easy to talk to. And you listen to me.
Why couldn't I met you a year ago?
There he is! Get him! Ronan!
Ah! It wasn't my fault!
What's up? I'm sorry if I hurt you before. Hey, you can drop the act. I know I didn't hold you that hard. Ronan? Oh, what's happened? Are you all right?
I fell.
Yeah, under a size 10 boot by the look of it. They punished you for something, is that right? Oh, whoever did this mashed it up pretty bad. Come on, we're going to the doctor.
Don't you hate me?
No, I'm just sad I wasn't there to keep an eye on you. Come on, I've got your bag.
Officer Baker. Dorothy, are you all right? No, the blasted chain's come off again. I've had to push it for the last 3 miles.
You must be doing something wrong.
Oh, yes, thank you, Julia. I had worked that out.
That's ridiculous. The whole point of a bicycle is to aid mobility.
Why don't you leave the stupid thing at home tomorrow? It's too much for you to worry about.
Oh, it's me that's hopeless, bike or no bike. You were right, Julia. How I ever thought I could do this.
You've had a terrible start. That young man being killed was hardly routine.
Exactly. So, no more defeatist talk. Come on, I'm going to buy you a drink.
Can I see Dr. Carter?
Name?
Ronan Harding.
Where's Mum?
I can't get hold of her. She works nights in a bar in town.
You're keeping me busy today, old chap. What's this?
I think it's been stamped on as a punishment. You know what I was telling you before?
Is that right, Ronan? Did one of your friends do this?
He won't say.
Ronan? I'm gonna have to report this.
I've seen the police already.
Today?
They searched me.
What for?
Drugs, probably. The younger kids are used as couriers sometimes.
Did they find anything?
Swallowed it.
What did you swallow? Ronan! What did you swallow? Ambulance. The mill surgery. Ronan. Ronan, he needs his mum here.
I've asked Mrs. Gilbert to find her.
Ronan, good boy, look at me. Ronan. Just turn your head, that's right. Ronan, okay. Keep your eyes open for me.
Ruth.
Hello. You been asleep?
When can I go home?
Tomorrow or the day after, you're going to have to stay in overnight.
And listen, when you're feeling a bit better, the police want to talk to you.
He ain't saying nothing.
Well, that's up to you. But I think you should keep away from the gang for a while.
They're my family.
Really?
Yeah, we're all brothers.
Doesn't sound like a family to me. Thought they were supposed to protect you.
They do. They look after me.
Not from where I'm standing. Did they tell you to swallow that packet if the police came? Ronan, that heroin could have killed you.
Ronan. Got your message. Thank you, Sammy.
Did you get hold of his mum?
Couldn't find the number in the book.
Will be 2 secs.
First weapons, now drugs. I had no idea. At least now the police will have to do something.
Oh, Ronan's already saying he won't talk to them.
You can't want to go back to the gang, surely.
Well, what else has he got? His mum's not there after school. At least with the Junction crew, he feels like he belongs.
There must be somewhere he could go.
Not really. Sometimes I keep him in the classroom with me.
And he's happy to stay?
Yeah. Kids like school. They'd stay all day if they could.
There's your answer then.
It wouldn't work. We've already talked about having an after-school club before.
The problem is our regular lettings. We have keep fit classes in the hall every day.
Well, the kids don't take priority.
Yes, of course, but it's not that simple. I have to find the staff, for one thing.
Well, you could put an advert out around the parents. There's some I know that would definitely apply.
Really?
None of us like our kids being out on the streets.
Maybe it's something we could talk about, Sammy.
I thought I was suspended.
I'm happy to forget it if you are.
You look worried.
Yeah.
Well, don't be, yeah? We're all right now. Just, you don't have to pretend to be any.
It's not that. The police have been round.
What?
Because of the stabbing round my way. Questioning all the youths. That's what they do. That's what it's like living on the Junction estate.
You'll be all right, though, won't you?
Depends how desperate they are to find a suspect. I haven't got an alibi.
What do you mean?
At the time of the attack, I was spark out in the gents in the uni. I never clocked in at work. I can tell that to the police, but my boss doesn't know. I'd never have got the job if I'd said about the blackouts, so however it goes, I'm sacked or arrested.
I can tell them that you were with me.
That wasn't till 5, though.
No, it was earlier than that. It was like 4:30.
Ruth, you sure about this?
Yes, I'm positive. I looked at the clock.
You're really special. You know that.
Can't get his face out of my head.
Where did you get that?
Floor polisher. I switched it on while I was fixing the pad.
When a lad's been killed and the police don't know who did it, a guy with a 3-inch cut on his arm who won't go and see a doctor, that looks pretty suspicious.
I'm sorry, Rebecca, but Marie needs me. Just get out of my flat!
Was it you? Did you stab that boy? Is that how your arm got cut?
One phone call makes Dr. Sloan the fall guy in a messy kidnapping mystery. Next this afternoon in Diagnosis Murder.